We are back, final segment with Richard Gage, and we were just discussing the explosions recorded at Building 7. What do you have to say about that?
Well, we have, I'll just give you a couple examples. Daryl, a medical student, says that he's heard a sound of a clap of thunder, a shock wave ripping through the building, windows busting out, and then Building 7 starts to come down. He's interviewed that evening after the collapse of Building 7. That's pretty extraordinary. It goes on and on and on. Now, we talked about Barry Jennings, who says he heard explosions blowing him inside the building well before the building came down. Mm-hmm. But explosions going off. Why are explosions going off? There's not that many fires. And I think there was some smoke in the building. But this is, I don't know, about noon, was it, Jason?
Yeah, it was actually before noon. He said it was actually before either tower had collapsed, so it was before 10 a.m. So
I don't even know what fires were doing in that building, if there were. Certainly, what are the explosions doing? Michael Hess, as you mentioned, Giuliani's attorney, talked about explosions in the building, too. And Craig Bartmer with the New York Police Department says, I think I know an explosion when I hear it. This is when the building comes down. He's going, boom, 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 boom. He hears again and again and again. He says there's a lot of eyewitnesses talking about explosions. Mm-hmm. Then we have Kevin McPadden, who says it was like the ground rumbling. You wanted to grab onto something. He says this is not like floors falling on themselves. This is like a boom, He's just totally describing that. In fact, he heard a countdown prior to this at the line where they were holding people back from a few blocks from Building 7, and it was a Red Cross worker holding on to the radio. 3, 2, 1. And then the guy actually says, just run for your life. So I guess people started running, and then he said, you heard this loud explosion. And the building came down after that.
In these final couple of minutes, why don't you tell people about the conferences that you've attended where you have a booth and these architects and engineers walk up to you and you explain to them what happened, and most of them don't even know that a third building went down that day, and you have one coming up where there are going to be over 700 architects and engineers attending, correct?
Yeah, we put up some very professional-looking banners at the booth with all of the evidence displayed, and we had these two widescreen flat panel monitors, one showing Building 7 coming down continuously with additional evidence like these explosions in the molten metal and the steel that FEMA found, etc. The other monitor showed the Twin Towers being very explosively demolished, just the opposite of a classic implosion. Well, these architects came by, and we're asking them, what do you think about this? What does this look like to you? And go, oh, controlled demolition, seen it all the time. Well, did you know this was the third high-rise to come down on 9/11? What? No, I had no idea. Nobody knows about Building 7. It's uncanny. They ask about it. We say, yeah, this is 5:20 the afternoon of 9/11. The official story blames 8 to 10 small fires for this. Do you think that's possible? No way. So we take them through the rest of the evidence, the molten metal, the sounds of explosions. They understand that, you can't have a building come straight down smooth and symmetrical without blowing out at least all 24 columns with it synchronistically timed floor by floor. They end up signing our petition right there. We signed up 60 architects and engineers that weekend. We're going to hope to get up to 100 this weekend, mid-July in Washington, D.C. at the AIA conference. We have been allowed to come in and are being treated seriously now by the American Institute of Architects. In fact, we've been given a speaking event as well as an exhibit space in November at the Richmond, Virginia convention.
AE911truth.org is the website. Go visit it right now and support Richard Gage, Stephen Jones, Kevin Ryan, and others. It's the InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas. We'll be back after this. PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at INFOWARRIOR.com. Look for Max, the orange home gain gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's homegain.com, HOMEGAIN.com. Check them out today.